Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I am all by my lonesome today. My kids have already gone for the day, but I did not want to leave school without having the opportunity to show you another way that we can use the partial product strategy in order to solve a multiplication problem. So this strategy is best used when we are multiplying numbers that have 3 or 4 digits on the top and there's only 1 digit on the bottom. So there are many ways that you can do math. That's why I love math so much. There are so many ways that you can get to the answer. And this method here, again, this is partial products, but just another way that we can do the same strategy that I showed you in the video last week. So stay tuned. This is just another way to simply solve these multiplication problems using the partial product strategy. So of course we're going to start by writing our problem. So in this case, let's write 386 times, let's do 386 times 5. So what we're going to do is simply take your line, or after you write your problem and stack your numbers on top of each other, we are going to draw a line going down and kind of make it look like it's a big 7. So once we do that, we're going to take your larger number on the top, starting with the number in the ones place, and we are going to write the value of each number on the side. So the value of 6 is 6. I'm going to look at the number in the tens place. The value of that 8 is 80. So I'm going to write that underneath the 6. And going to the number in the hundreds place, the 3, the value of that 3 is 300. So I have written all of the values for my number, and all I'm going to do now is simply take this 5 and the multiplication sign and write it beside each one of these numbers. So now I have 6 times 5, 80 times 5, and 300 times 5. Once we do that, you're going to take your multiplication problems that you have written on the right side of this number 7, and we're going to write the answer over to the left. So 6 times 5 is what? It's 30. So I'm going to write the answer underneath the 7, making sure to line up my place values. So now I'm going to do 80 times 5. The good news is when you have zeros can make things a little easier for us. So I can cross that 0 out and just go ahead and move it underneath my 7 for the answer. That leaves me now with an 8 and a 5. So 8 times 5 is 40. I'm going to put my 40 under the 7 as well. Moving on, I'm going to do 300 times 5, and did you notice that I crossed the zeros out? Because I'm going to go ahead and move them and place under the 7, because they're going to be part of my answer on the back side, which then leaves me only with a 3 and a 5 to multiply together. 3 times 5, 15. So once you've multiplied all of your numbers, the last step for us, because again it's called partial products, so we have a part of our final, all of these numbers are a part of your final product. So the last thing that we need to do is simply add them together, which gives us the final product. We're going to add the numbers in the ones place. 0 plus 0 plus 0, of course, is 0. 3 plus 0 plus 0, 3. 4 plus 5 equals 9. And 1 by its lonesome. And we bring that down and add our comma. So our final answer is 1,930. Hey, have you subscribed to this channel yet? What are you waiting on? Let's go. Subscribe to the channel hit that button down below. Make sure you subscribe, press the like button, and make sure that you share this video with somebody else and leave me a comment. I want to know that you stopped by. Back to the video. I am going to multiply 6,523 times 2. So again, we are going to write our problem where we stack our numbers on top of one another. And then I'm going to draw my 7. Being mindful that we are about to take the answers and we're going to simply write the value of each number to the right side of this 7. So the value of 3 is what? I hope you said 3. And I'm going to make sure that I space it out so I can keep all of my place values lined up. The value of the 2 is, did you say 20? Good job. The value of the 5 is what? 500. And then finally, the value of the 6 is 6,000. What's the next step? 3 times 2, 20 times 2, 500 times 2, 6,000 times 2. All right, so let's do some work. 3 times 2 is, yes, it is 6. Oh, here's a 0. We're going to cross it out. Go ahead and put that in the ones place. That leaves me with a 2 times 2 equals, equals 4. So I have 500 times 2. I'm going to go ahead and cross out both of those zeros, which leaves me with a 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Finally, I have 6,000, and I'm going to cross out those zeros and go ahead and move them. So that's 1, 2, 3 zeros. And that leaves me with a 6 and a 2. 6 times 2, 12. So the answer is 12,000. The final step that we are going to do is simply take all of these numbers that we have and we are going to multiply. Be mindful and just see how I try to make sure that I'm keeping all of my place values lined up as much as possible, just to keep my numbers straight. Oops, that one is a little crooked. But we are going to now add. So let us add the numbers in the ones place. 6 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 6. 4 plus 0 plus 0, 4. 0 plus 0, 1 plus 2 is 3. And bring that 1 down. So our final answer is 13,046. I am going to leave you with 2 problems for you to practice on your own. 367 times 4. And then I would also like for you to practice using a 4-digit number. We're going to do 6,823 times 8. And I would like for you to use this partial products method. And I'm going to get you started by setting it up for you. And all you have to do is use your paper and pencil and go ahead and go through the steps that I just showed you. I know that you guys can do it. I can't wait to read your comments and see all of your answers in the comments section. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share this video with somebody else. And remember, learning is always as easy as 1, 2, 3 when you're hanging out with me. Till next time, see you later.